Welcome back. Bears' latest podcast, episode 140. I'm Colton St. Vincent, your host, Underdog Fantasy. That's the logo. Love this logo. I'm getting better at my hands using this stuff, but just download this. Boop, scanned. We will get to that in a little bit. Shout out Underdog Fantasy. We're diving right in. Max Crosby to the Bears. That's a trade that was thrown out there by Bill Barnwell. So Bill Barnwell is a sports writer for ESPN. He is an NFL writer for ESPN. He analyzes on and off the field like no one else. He has a Bill Barnwell podcast. Anyway, been there since 2011. He wrote trade proposals that fit both teams I would like to see in the NFL offseason. Stuff like Kyler Murray to the Jets. Other stuff like Brian Thomas and Keon Coleman swap. That'd be interesting. It'd be very interesting. Anyway, what we are going to talk about today is one of the more lengthy analysis that you see in this article by Bill. So it is that the Raiders received DJ Moore and a first-round pick for Max Crosby and a fifth-round pick. If that is genuinely what it takes, do that yesterday. Do that right now. God, that guy would be sick to have on the Bears. Now, he's got a couple, he's got things that I guess people would be turned off by. He's 29, so he's turning 30 soon. However, it's the 25th pick, so I would be okay doing this because we've already whiffed on Adeyingbo. He tore his Achilles. Grady Jarrett, Gervon Dexter. Those guys are all making double-digit millions of dollars. Now, another thing that Crosby's a little, I don't know. I get a little nervous when I fully dive into Crosby. He's got an injury history. He tore his meniscus, I want to say. I'm trying to find it. Fully confirm high ankle sprain and a meniscus repair over the last 2 years. Before that, he played 96% of snaps and 95% of snaps. So he was a beast before. High ankle sprain, whatever, that happens. Meniscus tear could be long term. The dude's a monster. 3 year, $106.5 million extension. It was restructured to make the trade happen impossible before the 2026 season. So the Raiders are only on the hook for $5 million. That's insane. His new team would be on the hook officially for $60 million over the next 2 years, with the option to pay an additional $53.9 non-guaranteed over the following 2 years. So there's a lot going on there, right? What are we going to be marrying ourselves to? A guy who's started his career perfectly hot, one of the best players in offense, defensive, special teams. That's 3 fastest of the game, y'all. I think this would be a guy that'd be a no-doubter, slam dunk. If this is what it takes, I think we could figure it out. We've talked about it in the past. Roster configuration can be manipulated to just beat the salary cap. The cap's not real. So the Bears could create $40 million in cap alone just on cuts. So this list at Chicago_NFL. It's Ben Devine on Twitter. Great follow. Go give him a follow. Expect the Chicago Bears to begin their roster cuts this week. And their salary cap figure, which currently exceeds the cap by $5 million. The names to watch and money to be saved. Let's read this list out loud. These are cuts, and these are the amounts that we would save with the cut. Tremaine Edmonds, $15 million. That seems inevitable. Cole Kmet, $8.4 million. I would not like that. DeAndre Swift, 7.5 seems inevitable. Tyreek Stevenson, 3.6. Cairo, 2.6. Josh Blackwell, 2.2. Amen Agbogbamingba, 2 mil, and Roshan Johnson at 1 mil. So that entire list would free up $40 mil. I do think Cole Kmet and Cairo Santos would be safe on that list. Ben Devine even points that out. So when we talk about people like Max Crosby getting these monster numbers the next couple of years, just remember that all we got to do is pull the right strings, and we will have significantly more cap room. So that's the beauty of the NFL, and the beauty of the NFL, of all sports in general, because you can watch and play, is Underdog Fantasy. Fast breaks, buzzer beaters, block parties are back, and Underdog is the best place to get in on all of the action. Playing on Underdog is easy. Just pick whether your favorite players will go higher or lower on stats like points, rebounds, steals, and more. Get them right, and you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. We've got new promos dropping every single day. They're always there, especially for basketball. Super fun promos. This week at Underdog, this weekend, TCU, Oklahoma State. Xavier Edmonds, I'm going higher than 15.5 points. Anthony Roy, lower than 17.5 points, because what are you waiting for? Download the app. That's what we did. Remember this? Remember this weird point I did? That's you downloading the app. Now, you use promo code FOOTBALLFAN. It's right there on your screen. FOOTBALLFAN. Score $75 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code FOOTBALLFAN. Underdog. Make picks. Win money.
Must be 18 plus. 19 plus in Alabama and Nebraska. 19 plus in Colorado for some games. 21 plus in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia. And present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/play and get terms DFSTML for details. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. In New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-877 or text HOMI 467-369.
Thank you, Underdog. Another name that we're diving into, Bradley Chubb. Coming off 8.5 sacks last season. He was the defensive captain for the Miami Dolphins. They cut him. Cut him. Another big name was also Tyreek Hill. So Dolphins going into a rebuild. That gives the Bears an opportunity. CBS Sports. Jared Durbin. He's naming some potential landing spots. The Buccaneers. The Titans, interesting. Dallas Cowboys. Panthers and Colts, I think, are the two teams to really keep an eye out for, because Colts are 23rd in pressure rate and Panthers were 31st in pressure rate last year. So two teams that one made the playoffs, one should have made the playoffs, couldn't get to the quarterback. Bears, despite their run, 29th in pressure rate. That's with Montez Sweat getting 10 sacks. So we need anything else, dude. Anything. So who? Ideally, Bradley Chubb's a guy that he's a pass rusher, right? But he also plays outside linebacker. He also he was 20th in the NFL last year in his effectiveness as a pass rusher. That's kind of cool. There's a lot of Pro Football Focus stats. 11% pass rush win rate was below average last year. So there's stats that you can point out like that make you like him more. There's other stats that you can point out from the same people making stats that make you hate him. So a name to keep an eye out for. He's got plenty of injuries. He has endured 2019 left ACL tear. This comes after tearing his ACL in high school. And then he went week 17 of 2023, right ACL, meniscus, and patellar tendon. That made him miss all of 2024 as well. Plenty of injury history, but he played a lot last year, so I think he's fine. I think it's well worth the gamble. Roll the dice, get some pass rush because the Bears need it. One thing that the Bears have not needed for years was Alex Anzalone. The dude's a killer. Now, recently, the Detroit Lions had I believe it was like a fan vote or a fan account. They posted a highlight reel of the season. Actually, it was the team itself. Not all breakups are bad. Happy Valentine's Day. Here are our top 10 breakups of the season. Alex Anzalone, who's going to be a free agent. He's an impending free agent. Had a career high. This is him. This is Alex Anzalone's quote tweet of this exact highlight reel. Had a career high in 9 pass deflections and not one made it, and other free agents were on the vid too, ... Eye roll. That's incredible. The dude's been a killer for years. To see him out of the NFC North, hopefully just away from all of us. Maybe on the Bears. That'd be a pretty good name to see. Anyway, it'd be amazing to see him leave the North, and we don't have to deal with him because that dude's a beast. He's the guy where every single primetime game, they show all these. Here's Aiden Hutchinson. Here is our secondary. All these great picks. But Alex Anzalone's the guy that stirs the drink around here. That's your every single broadcaster's trick right there when a big Lions game comes up. That's what you say. You say Alex Anzalone was the heart and soul of this Lions defense. That's fantastic. It doesn't seem like he's happy. Get out of there, Alex. Protect your family. Get out of there. Go get the bag somewhere. You've earned it, dude. You're a monster. Episode 140 of the Bears' latest podcast, Underdog Fantasy. One last chance. Give that a scan. Come by tomorrow. Scan it again. Thank you for watching. Caleb, Ben Johnson, I love you guys. Peace out. See you guys in the next episode.